Hi, this is Monte from Performance, and we're back this week with our workout of the week. This week's going to be significantly different. I want you to use on the boards upstairs, and I want you to draw a pyramid on the board. Divide the pyramid into columns, and I will create one on paper to have it downstairs so you can see the one downstairs. But on the bottom column, there's going to be 5 exercises. You're going to do the bottom column for 25 reps. Next column's 4 exercises. That one you're going to do 30 reps. The following column is 3 exercises. You do that 35. The second to the top, there's 2 exercises. You do that for 40 rounds. The top column, top of the pyramid, there's only 1 exercise, and you get to do that for 50 rounds. So here we go. Go through it at least once. After that, if you got time, do it again, but at least once. So our first 5 exercises we're going to do for 25 rounds are going to be a push-up. So you can do the push-up on the ground. If a push-up on the ground is really hard for you, especially if you're doing 25, come to a box or use a windowsill. Set your plank on the box, okay? The key is keeping this plank nice and tight. Plank on the box, bring your chest down to the box, and push back up. We've got a variety of different boxes upstairs. Pick one that works good for you. Try to stay off doing them on your knees. When you do them on your knees, it's hard. You can't keep your core tight, and you're basically just bowing up and down. So use a windowsill, use a box, one of the variety of boxes, and hit your 25 push-ups. After that's a crunch, just a simple crunch. You bring your shoulder blades up off the ground, and that's it. After that, I have you do a Superman. Superman is done on your stomach. So you're down here. I want you to arch your back, squeeze your butt. It's going to bring your hands and your feet off the ground. You come back down, you're back up again. So you don't have to hold it for very long, just a pause, but you get 25 of those. After that, you're going to do a dead bug. So the dead bug is you're on your back. So you're on your back, arms are up in the air, either knees are up in the air or your legs up in the air. So if your knees are up, and then alternate going back and forth. Keep your core tight, keep your lower back driven down to the ground. This is not a speed one. You want to do it nice and slow and get a good stretch as you're doing going back and forth. So once again, 25 of those. And you're going to finish with a band pull. So grab one of the bands that are upstairs. There's varieties of colors. Green is easiest, red in between, and blue is the hardest. I want you to do an underhand grip. Arms are out straight. I want you to pull it across your chest and back. So you get 25 of those. When that set's done, rest a second. Then it's time to move up the pyramid. Your next one is going to be 30 reps of everything. The first one's going to be a leg lower. So this is going to be on your back. The key is keep your hips, your pelvis tilted, your lower back driven down into the ground. So pelvis is tilted, lower back's down into the ground, legs are out straight, your feet are coming down, tapping the ground, and coming back up. The key with that is keeping that lower back down into the ground. If you don't do that, you'll get the arch in the lower back, then you get lower back pain. So work on keeping that pelvis tilted, lower back down into the ground. After that, you've got 30 high knees. So you can go back and forth this way, or you can cross back and forth. Drive the knees up high. If you want to tap with your hands, do that. But you have 30 of those. After that, you'll be back on your back for a glute bridge. A glute bridge, you're driving your hips up into the air, squeeze your core, squeeze your butt, and then your butt back down to the ground, then drive it back up. Then finally, we're going to do a simple sit-up. You've got 35 sit-ups. One thing to make sure you do is do not lock your fingers behind your head. What people do is they tend to pull on their neck, then their neck's bothering them. Touch your fingers beside your head or cross your chest for 25 sit-ups. If those are 25 in a row or 30 in a row are way too hard for you, do 15, rest, do 10 3 times, and rest between each one. Now we're going to move up the pyramid again to a lunge. 35 reps on the lunge, a penguin, and a mountain climber. So once again, with your lunges, you can do a forward lunge or reverse lunge. Forward lunge, you're stepping forward, bring your body straight down. A reverse lunge, you're stepping back, lowering your body down, and coming back up. You have a total of 35 of those. Basically, alternating back and forth. After that's going to be a penguin. It's a core exercise. You'll be on your back. Your goal is going to come in a crunch position, bring those shoulder blades off the ground, and you're going to alternate back and forth, touching your heels. If you can touch your feet, that's great, but work on touching your heels back and forth. Keep your core tight, keep it engaged, keep those shoulder blades off the ground. After that, we'll finish with a simple mountain climber. Back on hands and knees, you're driving the legs back and forth with a mountain climber for a total of 35. You have 2 more levels left on your pyramid. The next one's going to be 40 repetitions. You've got ball slams, so go down to where the med balls are at. You got slams, 40 of those. A trick on your ball slams to make them a whole lot easier is the harder you slam them, the higher the ball bounces. Therefore, you don't have to bend over quite as far. So bring them above your head, slam them hard, let them bounce back up, catch them, and then slam again. So once again, if 40 in a row are too hard, do 20, rest, do 20. Finally, we're going to finish with a jump squat. You've got 40 of those, hips down, drive yourself up in the air, and land again, back down to squat, and drive yourself up. And once again, we'll finish with everyone's favorite. We'll finish with 50 burpees. So break those up however you want to do it. If you can do all 50, fantastic. If you break them up sets of 25 or sets of 10, whatever you need to do to get your 50 burpees done. So complete the pyramid. Once again, if you've got any questions, make sure you ask me on Facebook, catch me at the gym. If you like the video, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and let everyone else enjoy it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.